Hi Taurus, and welcome to Arcana Priestess. For those of you guys that are new, welcome, and if you are returning, I am so glad to have you back. Alright, you guys, so if you are new, every single month I do a giveaway for my subscribers. So what we do is, if you're subscribed, you're entered automatically into the giveaway, and we give away a free 15-minute personal reading. And if you're interested in more giveaways, feel free to follow me on Instagram in the description box below, where we do a giveaway every single week. All right, guys, so other than that, all readings are 30% off for the rest of November for Black Friday sale. So feel free to take advantage of that. There's going to be a lot of changes coming into the new year. The readings that I'm going to be offering are going to be very limited. I'm also not going to be offering questions. So for those of you guys who have wanted to get a reading, take advantage of the sale now, because I'm not too sure how many readings I will be doing as of New Year, as there's going to be some other things that I'm going to be working on. So I just want to let you guys know that now, so that when the new year comes, there isn't a surprise as to why I'm not offering readings all the time. But today we're going to do something a little bit more intuitive. I'm going to kind of tap into your energy. We are going to use a lot more oracle cards than tarot, as I'm trying to take a little bit of a break from using the tarot all the time. And we're just going to do a little bit of an intuitive read and see what we get for you guys. So, let's see. I do feel like there's this energy of you guys are finally getting over a certain ex. You're finally at the stage where you see the situation for what it is, and you realize that every time you guys get back together, you know, the same thing just keeps on happening. You realize that it's time for you to move on from this person. And if that's not the case, then there's definitely your ex that is feeling like, okay, you know what, I'm going to move on. I'm going to stop trying now. Somebody knows that you deserve better than them. And they're finally at the point where they're allowing you. What they would say is allowing you, right? Because you had already decided that you deserve better. You had already moved forward, but this person might have kept pushing themselves towards you, or they might have been planning and plotting ways to get you back, but this person has decided to let go of that. They've decided that, you know, there's somebody better out there for you, somebody better matched out there for you, and somebody better matched out there for them. And in hopes, they're kind of hoping that eventually one day you and them can be friends, and they don't have to like completely lose you out of their life. You do mean something very special to this person. I also am sensing this energy of somebody who really does love you, and they just want to get one message across quickly, and it's just that they're sorry for a lot of the things that they've done to you, because of the fact that, you know, the reason why they did those things is because you got into a relationship. If you weren't in a relationship, and I feel like before the relationship things were probably great, but once you guys got into a relationship, this person felt very possessive over you, very controlling over you, very protective over you, and they didn't know how to handle it in the right way, so they tried to hide it. They tried to hide how much control you had over them, how much, you know, love they actually shared for you. They didn't really want you to be aware of that, because they thought that you'd be the ones pulling the string. You were always the ones pulling the string, but they didn't want you to be aware of that. So there was a lot of mind playing, manipulation that this person, you know, tactics that this person used, only because they weren't able to just be okay with the fact that they felt so strongly for you. They weren't able to just accept it. So they ended up playing games and trying to push you away and trying to do all of these other things that ended up, you know, ruining the relationship. So yeah, this person is just sorry because they weren't ready. They weren't ready to handle it. But at the end of the day, it's like they didn't want you to be with anybody else. They wanted to be with you. They just didn't know they weren't ready. Like some of you, this person like had absolutely no idea that they weren't ready for this connection until it started, right? Because I do feel like they always had strong feelings for you, but the longer you guys were together, the more this person felt like you are mine. Like you definitely were dealing with somebody who was quite possessive. And for some of you, you are speaking through me through the cross watcher. All right, let's see what deck I feel like using. Somebody also has a lot of their exes that are still watching over them. And it's like you may think that you have some exes that don't wish the best upon you, but you actually have some exes that are like looking out for you, hoping that you find somebody that's good for you. Exes that are like wanting to see where your career path is going, and wanting you to become something, and wanting to support you, and just wanting the best for you regardless of how the relationship ended. So there's this energy of somebody that you may not think wants the best for you or wants peace for you actually, does check out on you to see if you're doing good, to make sure that you're doing good. And them seeing that you're happy actually makes them happy. That's because this is somebody who has an unconditional love for you. I just think that they show it in the most opposite way possible. All right, so moving forward, let's get some unspoken messages from the person that you're dealing with. Oh my gosh, the whole entire deck. This is my first reading of the day. My first reading of the day is always like this. Okay, I'll just pause it for a second. All right. I hear you. Something that you've been trying to tell this person for a very long time is finally getting through. I'm hearing through their thick skull. Like somebody's definitely said, like, can't you get it through your thick skull? Like you've had to say this to this person over and over and over again. For some of you, this is about taking this relationship to the next level. For some of you, this is about finding out what this person's true feelings are, trying to get them to open up constantly, and them just not really knowing what to say or not really knowing how to express themselves here. This person may not be able to show you, but they hear what you're saying. They understand what you're saying. And I'm getting this energy of like needing to be a little bit more patient, because it is going to pay off. As much as you may think that it's not, some of you may feel like giving up on somebody. When they do express themselves, or when they do show you how much they hear you related to whatever this is about, just know that it is going to be worth it. It's not going to be a waste of your time. This is somebody who would move mountains for you. They just have a huge mountain in front of them right now. They have a huge mountain in front of them, and it's hard for them to move mountains for themselves. It's easier for them to do things for you. But this person has some inner work that needs to be done, because I do feel like if this person were to, be all in with you, they would definitely forget about their inner work. They would forget about themselves, and they would just throw themselves into the connection, and they would throw themselves into you, and they would probably end up losing themselves, which is exactly how they lost themselves in the first place. So this is somebody who really needs to work on their independence. They need to work on healing issues from the past. To be honest, I actually don't feel like this person has any relationship issues from the past. I do feel like it is more, just the life decisions that they've made in the past that have gotten them to where they are right now, but that's not exactly where they need to be or where they want it to be. So it's really more like reflecting and learning from past mistakes for this person, as well as there could be some situations with this person and their siblings, or this person and their mother or father is what I am sensing here. This person says, I hear you and I don't want to lose you. I hear you and I don't want to lose you. When I see this one and it says, I got a crush on you. And look at this, I needed to heal. I see you, I don't want to lose you. I got a crush on you and I needed to heal, right? I see you and I see what you want. I see everything that you're truly worth. But guess what? Unfortunately, I'm not able to give you that right now, because I have some inner work that I need to deal with, and I don't know how to speak about it. If I knew how to speak about it, I would have help by now. But I don't, I shut down. And because I shut down, it makes you think that there's things going on. It makes you think that I don't want you. It makes you think that I'm pushing you away, but I'm really not. I'm just coping in the only way that I know how to cope. Yes, being around you has made me realize that I'm aware of certain things that I have been pushing aside, and that I do definitely need to deal with them, but that's gonna happen on my own time, and that can't be rushed. And in the meantime, I don't wanna freaking lose you. I don't wanna lose you because of things that I have to heal from within myself, but at the same time, I don't want you to pause your life, right? And I feel like that's a huge reason for some of you as to why this person hasn't completely expressed themselves, is they don't want you to be like, okay, wow, I did not know they felt like that for me. I'm gonna stop complaining. I'm gonna stop this, I'm gonna stop that, and I'm just gonna wait until they're healed. They don't want, because they don't know how long it's gonna take, because it's taken a very long time for them to get to this point. And you're a huge reason as to why they're already at this point. Once they express their feelings, their true deep feelings, right? I think this is a lot. I think you're already aware that this person likes you, whatever the case is. I think this is more going towards love, right? Taking that step towards saying I love you, towards showing the love that's there, the love that has grown between the two of you. Once they say it, it becomes a lot more real as well, right? It becomes a lot more real. Yeah, look at this. All I want is you. What more can I say? I've never known a love like this. Right? They've never known, and they just want to throw themselves into this connection, into this love. But at the end of the day, they know that they can't do that right now. They know that they can't do that right now. They're still healing. For some of you, this person is saying, I hear you, because with this saying, I needed to heal, because they've already gone through that healing process. Some of you, you're dealing with somebody who's just coming out of a healing process, and now they hear you, now they understand you. But for, I think, the majority of you, you're dealing with somebody who is still currently in this healing process. But this is somebody, like, if you're worried that this person wants any other people, you don't have to worry about that, because you're the only one that this person is thinking of. And to be completely honest, this person isn't even thinking about, you know, being intimate or, you know, having a relationship or having crushes or anything like that. Like, they're not really, like I said, this person is focused on themselves right now. There is a big brick in front of them. Until that brick is removed, this person feels like they have a weight on their chest. You know what I mean? So this is their main focus, is dealing with their issues from the past to be able to remove that brick, to be able to freaking have a nice breath and, you know, move forward in life, focus on the future, because this person is completely, like, they just feel stuck and stagnant right now. And yeah, they've never known a love like this. They've never known somebody to, you know, this is somebody who's very, very stubborn. This is somebody who, if you were to ask their parents about them, they would say, like, everything I told them, you know, went in one ear, right out the other. Very, very stubborn. They'll learn the hard way on purpose. But it's different with you. It's almost like you're the only one that this person will actually listen to. Your opinion is the only one that actually makes sense. And it's not because of the way that they feel for you. It's just that you have a way of, like, saying things that just makes sense to this person, that just works, and it's a very caring and healing way. Whereas I feel a lot of the time with other people, it comes off as more judgmental, a little bit harsh, a little bit, I know more than you know what I mean? So you just have that perfect touch, and you just know how to talk to this person. And you guys may have very similar languages, right? Love languages. I feel like for some of you, you might not even have been like this with this person in the beginning. It was more like as things kind of went along between you and this person, you kind of like realized what was working, realized what wasn't working, and you made some changes, which is very cute. Like you made the effort to get to know this person, to get to know how this person works. So I have construction, everywhere, every day. It's so hard to work around it. So I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I really hope you can't. So let's see. Social expectations, keeping up the outward appearance, but inwardly wasting away, is not fair to you or your partner. Learn to let go. So some of you have a relationship that you're dealing with where, and you know, to be honest, as a Taurus, I'm not a Taurus, but I do have a Taurus moon, but a lot of the Taurus I know, you guys are very fixed signs. And that exactly describes a relationship. And when I think of this, it automatically, not saying all Tauruses get high, but a lot of the ones that I know do. And I do feel like there's this energy when you're high, especially if you're like a consistent smoker, you know, or you're consistently drinking, right? Because a lot of the Tauruses I know definitely use coping mechanisms to get through life. And I do feel like I've seen so many in relationships that were lasting, you know, not even just relationships, like the need to have somebody by your side, whether it's a toxic friend, a toxic relationship, you know, getting out of a good relationship and then going right back to your ex or whatever the case may be. It's like needing to have somebody by your side who may not always be the greatest, and staying in situations that are, you know, way long overdue because of the fact that this is somebody that all you do is drink with, or all you do is you smoke with, or whatever the case may be, and you both just kind of waste away life. So for some of you, there's somebody here that really needs to hear that. There's somebody here who's in the process of doing that, and this may be that ex that you're finally getting over, or this may be that sign that this is the ex that I'm talking about that you need to finally get over and finally realize that it's not, you know, sometimes it's better to be alone. It is better to be alone than to feel lonely with another person. There's also this sense of like a relationship that looks amazing to the outside world. Maybe you have grown something, especially like those of you who may have like a TikTok or a YouTube channel or a huge social media growing with a partner, and maybe the partnership is just not the same anymore, but because you have this growing, somebody might have lost their job, and that is the basic form of income that they are making right now. So to have that distract would be very torturous for the both of you, or possibly just one of you. No, for the both of you. So you guys are just kind of like keeping up this facade, but behind closed doors, this relationship is toxic and it is tearing you apart every single time. Even just seeing those videos or knowing that you're still making those videos and that videos are out there. So for some of you, it's like, stop pretending. You just have to accept things for what it is. Maybe make 2 separate channels. I know it's going to take time for those to grow, but at the end of the day, like, pretending is only hurting you even more, right? Yeah, because look at this one-way love. Unrequited love can be painful. Protect yourself and try to move past the pain in a positive way here. So for some of you here, there definitely is this energy of an unrequited love that you are dealing with. And this may be this may be why somebody is holding on, right? Maybe it's you, maybe it's the other person. You, if you're the only fixed sign, possibly. But it's like holding on to something that isn't equal anymore. You know, maybe it was absolutely equal at one point, and maybe, yes, your partner has been going through some things. Maybe they lost their job, whatever the case may be. But whatever those things are that this person is dealing with, it's been quite a long time. So for them to still be like, you know, not showing you that energy, you can't expect it to change once this person gets a job or once things get better. That's not what's going to happen. How somebody treats you at their worst is how they're going to treat you, you know, for the majority, not for the majority, I don't even remember what that quote is, but it's something about like how they treat you at their worst. Like, you got to pay attention to how people treat you when they're not doing well, because that is very, very important. And this person has shown you that, you know, when things hit the fan, they're not really somebody you can count on. They're not really somebody you can rely on here. This person may even go out of the relationship and in hard times, right? Looking for something easier. Like I said, there's somebody here who needs to be around somebody constantly. So if it's not you because you're fighting, then this person will end up finding somebody else. Some of you, this may be you, but there's somebody that just needs, like they can't handle being alone in their thoughts. Friends with benefits. So you may have a great sexual chemistry, but never take it to the next level. Careful not to get hurt. So friends with benefits came out reversed. So kind of what I'm getting from that is some of you guys just started off as a friends with benefits. And maybe, like I said, somebody was pushing to get more. Somebody was pushing for things to be more. And maybe somebody ended up just caving in. And that's not what they truly wanted to do, but they did it because they didn't want to lose you, right? Weren't ready to commit, but didn't want to lose you. So they caved in to having something that was friends with benefits become something more, but really their actions and, you know, emotion and everything else wasn't able to match yours because they had only caved in because it was something that you wanted, not something that they truly wanted for themselves. So some of you guys, if that clicks, it's like, it's time to let go of this person. If somebody doesn't you know, if somebody's going through something like the first scenario, that's a whole other story. But if somebody is, like, if you feel like you have to constantly ask somebody how they feel for you, you feel like you have to constantly ask or get reassurance, it's a no. You will never have to really ask. You'll always like know, right? You will always really know. Even if it's somebody who's not saying it because they have things that they're dealing with, you will still know that they like you. You'll still know that they care for you. You'll still know that they want it. Just because they're not saying it, you're going to be able to tell, whether it's for good or whether it's for bad. You will always know. So just listen to that and don't allow yourself to turn it into something that it's not, right? Be very careful about doing that. Some of you, I'm hearing you need to remove intimacy out of your connection for a little bit, and you're going to notice how much of it, like how different your person is, and how like, yeah, it's like there's an ending here. Some of you, there's going to be an ending. By removing intimacy, you're going to realize really quickly, you're going to see a different side of this person, and it's not going to be pretty, but it's going to help you to move forward very quickly. I'm having, I don't know if you guys mix Sprite and Fruitopia. But I have Sprite, but it's not cold. So I put it with ginger ale, and it's just not the same. I was like, well, maybe it'll be similar. It's just so not the same. I think I'm just gonna wait to have the rest and wait for my Sprite to get cold. Slow and steady. Slow and steady wins the race. Progress may be slow, but it will turn out to be beneficial, or to be beneficial than to make hasty decisions. I think this is about moving forward here. And it says divinely guided. I think you guys are divinely guided to move away from a connection if it isn't like sitting 100. Like if you're dealing with somebody right now and you're looking at them and you can't say that you want to marry them, I don't think that that's the one for you. I don't think that that's the one for you. I think that this is two people who possibly do not want to leave though, who wish that they, you know, possibly stayed friends even. Two people who wish they could be what each other needs, but they can't. And it's sad, but at the end of the day, staying with one another isn't, you know, it's just gonna make it harder to separate in the end. I feel like this is a separation that is inevitable here. An inevitable separation. I'm gonna pull some tarot cards, so. Tell me what Taurus needs to see. I really thought this was going to be more of like a really good reading. I mean, this is definitely something that somebody needs to hear, but this is just not the reading I was expecting today. But I do feel this energy of just feeling tied, or just, you know, coming home and having the same like, I was stuck in a relationship for 3 years once. I allowed myself to stay in a relationship that was just torture, and it was just like, you know, you just feel like you're living the same day over and over again. You just feel like you're dreading, but because you've been together for so long, you don't want to let go and you don't want to start all over again, right? I was very young when that happened, and I hope if you're dealing with this too, that you were young too, but I'd like, just take it from me. Honestly, after that, I never stayed in a relationship for a day longer than I should have after that situation. That was my, no, never again. You know what I mean? Because it was just horrible. Like, staying in a situation and just knowing that you're not meant to be together, but just not being able to say anything and your person not saying anything. You know what I mean? So it's like, some of you guys, you definitely just need to get out of it, because it is like taking from you, like the energy. You may be dealing with somebody that's draining your energy, or just the two of you guys together being in that crap energy is just so draining, whatever the case may be. But it's just like you cannot live your best life around this person. And this could be somebody who's very controlling, very possessive, like I was saying before. There's something where you're not able to shine your brightest because this person is in your energy. This could be somebody who's like, oh, I don't want you to have any friends, I don't want you to have any social media. You know what I mean? Like, that kind of energy is what I'm sensing here. Yeah, look at this. I feel like you guys are being called to focus on work. You're being called to focus on work. You may have even had like your money might have like, you might have sort of like stopped making as much money once this person came into your life, right? Or you just may not even feel like motivated to work because of this person. Some of you guys, it's opposite, because you don't want to be at home with the person that you're dealing with. You're working a lot. You're trying to put all your energy, all your time, and all your effort into work here. And it's showing me that the more when you put yourself into work, you're actually going to get to the sun here. But it is by focusing on work rather than focusing on this relationship here. I do feel like you're going to, right? I don't feel like we're always supposed to have a beautiful relationship and a beautiful career. I do think that sometimes one is favored over the other. And right now, and I honestly feel like for some of you guys, you've been in this relationship for multiple years, and at least for the past year, it has been known every single day that you need to walk away from this situation. Some of you guys, you may be financially tied up. Like I said, some of you, you may, you know, be vloggers with this person, or whatever the case may be. You could be a stay-at-home dad, a stay-at-home mom, and this person's working. Whatever the case may be, there's some reason as to why, you know, some reason financially for some of you as to why you're not walking away from this situation here. And then again, for others of you, it's just the comfortableness, the fact that, you know, you're used to coming home from work and having this person make you dinner and watching a movie with them, or, you know, just wasting life away with this person, knowing that that's not the one that you're going to marry, knowing that that's not the one, but because nobody better came along, you think it's okay to just, you know, keep being with this person, but that's not the case. Nobody better is coming along. It's because there's no room for that, right? This person is taking the spot that belongs to a true soulmate, and as much as this person might have been your soulmate at one point, they're not anymore. This is good. You know, it's not a sad reading, it's just like a bland reading. I just feel like bland right now, because I just feel like this is something that should have ended a very long time ago. Death, yes, literally. If you guys don't end this by November, like, the Tower is coming. The Tower is coming. We have the Moon and, oh, I almost dropped them. And funny how I wanted to use the Crow Tarot, like one of the darker like tarot decks I have. The Moon and the Five of Swords. So there's going to be some truth coming in about a betrayal that is probably going to put the situation in the ground for once and for all. Like I said, the situation doesn't end by November. The universe is going to be revealing some sort of information that is going to put this relationship to a halt. And it is going to be the best thing that has ever happened. Yeah, because you're supposed to be the King of Pentacles right now. Your Eight of Pentacles is going to go to the King of Pentacles. You're supposed to be focusing on your career, focusing on yourself. You were meant for a glow up, but you can't have that glow up with this person, because for some of you it is financially, where this person, you can glow up, but this person is just going to take your money, or maybe you're married and you're going to have to split the money anyway, so you can't have this glow up until you've already split that money, so that whatever new money you make, it only goes to you. You know, it's something like that I'm sensing here. Also, somebody just has too much pride and ego to give up half their money, so they're staying in a situation that no longer serves them, pretending that they love somebody when they truly don't, and the other person knows very much so that there's a third party situation, and that, yeah. If this resonates, guys, all my readings are 30% off. Get a reading, because, or better yet, just walk away. But if you can't, get a reading, because I think it's going to be exactly the extra confirmation, if this wasn't enough, to help you to walk away from this situation. Because this is my first reading of the day and all my energy's gone. Like, this is so, like, you know, like, you deserve so much more. Can I just do something? Before I end this, I'm gonna see what would come in for you if you walk away from the situation. For those of you guys that are having a hard time walking away, and maybe this will give you some, like, much needed, like, courage to walk away. So let me get a break. Sorry, I got interrupted by a call. Every time I'm literally about to do my ending of my videos, I get interrupted by a call for the past 2 days. But let's see, Taurus, what is going to happen if you walk away from this connection? What can you expect? Ace of Wands, a brand new passionate beginning. Freaking your passion back, that spark within you. It's almost like you died. This person, like, Four of Pentacles, more money. You're going to be able to keep your money. If you're worried you're not going to, you are, and you're going to have more money than ever expected based on a new idea, new opportunity that has literally been waiting for you. Show me what else. See, like, my energy is so much better. Just walk away. Eight of Wands. So there's going to be a lot more opportunities coming in for you. You guys are going to have a spiritual awakening as well. And I do feel like this is like a graduation spiritually. I do feel like your intuition, some of you guys, your intuition just shut off because it was like clearly you're not listening to any of these nudges that I'm giving you. And it's like your intuition is finally going to be turned back on. I also sense that there's going to be lots of dating opportunities coming towards you here. You may even have an opportunity to travel. This is absolutely beautiful here. Absolutely beautiful. But the best part about it is that passion, you know, that energy of right before the camera cut and right now was so different the second I pulled that Ace of Wands. And you're going to have that energy back. You're going to have that passion back, where I feel like you guys were just kind of gliding through life with this individual. You know, whenever you saw each other, if you didn't see each other like for a while, you would just be like, you know, like there wouldn't be any excitement. There wasn't any excitement. It was just always expected. So yeah, you're gonna get that like zest thrown back into you if you walk away from this. So that is what I have for you. So yeah, for those of you guys that are interested in a personal reading, the link will be in the description box below. All readings are 30% off for the month of November. Other than that, I am asking everybody, as it is my birthday month, to just take 1 second out of your day and follow me on my personal Instagram. The link is in the description box below. I'm trying to grow that channel so that I can share my experience with you guys related to me starting my business, me starting my second business, as well as this tarot channel and how I got into tarot in general. So yeah, if you could take a second out of your day, that would be greatly appreciated. Otherwise, thank you so much for taking the time to watch. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your subscribes. It means the absolute world to me. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys next week.